This is a Headgum podcast.
People would really like me when they first met me, and then the relationship would peak at the beginning, and eventually every single one of those friendships would. It was like they would get to know me, and it was harder to be my friend.
Why was
the more-
that?
You know, I was a big liar and a thief, and yes.
Hoja,
Hi.
what's up, my queen? You gonna pop that water open right at the start?
What you do? What to do? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Everybody watch. I think this can be sexual if you try hard enough. Are you ready?
I'm feeling turned on. Oh, never mind. You blew it for me personally.
Woo! Woo!
What's going on, dude?
Oh my God. There's a word in Spanish called me desvelé, which means that I stayed up late, barely slept, and now I'm here. But I think you did the same thing.
What? Why were
Yeah.
you up late?
Well, listen, I went to a party last night.
What
And,
party?
Okay. It's my friend's birthday. I don't know very well,
Yeah,
but you guys, I was a hit.
you were a hit.
I was on fire last night. But I was on fire, but I was also allowing other people to speak. I held court. I really was at my most
Jitters,
charismatic
queen.
yesterday. I really had the time of my life. And then, of course, everyone left, and I started to ask, like, what's the median age here? She's like 25.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, they don't know what good is yet. And so I seemed like a shining star.
They were
last
drawn
night.
in by the expertise and wisdom of an older, beautiful woman
Exactly right.
who knows the world a
Who
little
knows
bit.
the world a bit. I've
Who-
been through at least 2, like, psychosexual threesomes.
Yeah.
I've definitely, like, dated a married person.
Oh,
like,
I remember
I've
this.
been
yeah.
through it. Yeah.
I remember hearing about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. There is something so electric about when you go to a party and you're fucking on. Like, hold
I
on,
could
because
cry right now.
Ah!
This is my stage, and it's a 3-bedroom apartment
Yeah,
in, like, Humboldt Park, and everybody here is obsessed with me. And that's the thing. I'm obsessed back.
yeah.
You have to be obsessed back.
I knew what kind of headspace you were in last night when you said I allowed other people to speak.
Yeah.
I'm like that because when you're on like that, it's like I don't really have to cede the mic tonight,
Mm-mm.
but a generous, charismatic queen lets the others speak even when she's killing it.
Absolutely. Because also there's a self-interest there. You know that if you keep going, you'll lose it.
Yeah,
You're going to lose them if you don't let them in.
something to be said about that.
Absolutely. And the host was so lovely. They did paint marbling. So it was like everybody brought a piece of paper, and then they did like the ink stuff, and then you kind of dip your paper. It's a very 70s sort of craft, but that's what the kids are into. It's crafts at parties.
Really?
Yes. And
Now,
sort
why
of-
do you think that makes me mad? That made me mad. Why did you think that made me mad?
I don't know.
Like,
What
the
dark
idea of
place is that for you?
I don't know. Like the idea of showing up to a party and someone being like, "We're gonna marble paper together," it does upset me a little bit, doesn't it?
And there was like a corner for it.
Oh, it was in the corner.
It was it wasn't sort of a centrally located marbling sort of setup.
Yeah.
But I've been to parties recently where there's sort of like there's kind of like rooms that you can go into, and then
Yeah.
instead of there being like dark sex heroin, it's like, like 4 guys playing domino together
Yeah.
and like reading a
Were you
book
hanging
in a
out the
corner.
Bada Bing Club?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
it's like it is kind of the Bada Bing Club, but
I think it's only joyful to do a paper craft at the party. I wonder why it upsets me so.
yeah.
I do. I think that's probably a me problem. But I'm like, that struck anger into my heart.
Do you want to give me like the matices? I'm really into Spanish right now. I don't know what's going on. This is my second word I can't conjure in English.
Isn't Spanish
but
your first language?
It is. Yes, it is my first language.
I'm really into my native tongue right now,
I've
actually.
just been in America for 20 years that sometimes I do speak, I think, officially English better than I speak Spanish.
Oh, really?
And I'm better. I know how to be gay in English. I don't know how to be gay in Spanish.
That
I don't-
is so fascinating.
Yes, there's a whole culture in English of being gay that I really identify with, and then I try to be gay in Spanish, and it's flat.
I can only be gay in Spanish in the way of like con lugar, sin lugar, like who has a place, who doesn't have a place, pasivo, activo. Like I can only do like, I've been in Spanish speaking countries on Grindr enough I can do like gay sex.
You could do gay sex in Spanish.
I can do gay sex in Spanish. And
Yeah.
some of the hottest sex I've ever had in my whole entire life
has been
well, sure, with the guys who speak Spanish, but also just with, there have maybe been, I would say, maybe 2 to 5% of my sex has been with someone that we didn't speak a shared language. And
But you did.
I liked it.
But you really did.
I had fun with those. I like that.
That is so fascinating to me because there is where there's the ancient ritual of sex, which is very different than just, misfucking. But
when I'm doing it.
Do you feel like connected to your forefathers
Michelle
in any way?
so mad. Michelle got so mad when I did that. Shook her head so big. Yeah, there's no difference when I'm doing it, sweetheart, but tell your stories.
Stop. You really become sort of a very forward Italian father sometimes,
Yeah.
Just divulging too much information to your children.
Yeah, well, I like sex. I mean, the nice thing about sex with someone, when you're having sex with someone and you don't speak the same language.
Yeah, hit it.
There's a beautiful thing of like really, you always pay attention during sex if you're doing it well, but you really are like locked in because you're like, I want to make sure that we're both. If I have to pull out the phone to be like, wait, tell me what's going on,
Yeah, where do you? Yeah,
but you can tell most things you need to know about how it's going by just really paying attention. And great sex is just paying attention. But wow, when you're really paying attention,
bless the people who get to have sex with you, my friend.
Say that.
Just bless the people who get to do it with you, Caleb, because if you have sex the way that you do comedy, the way that you think about the world, I just genuinely think that they're having a great time.
It can be. It can be. It can be a great time.
Oh my God.
How are you and Rachel, your partner?
Yes.
Have been together for so long.
Long-term sex.
How's the sex going?
There is something called lesbian bed death, which I do believe that all lesbians are staving off at every single moment.
Yes, I know.
Every decision that you make day in and day out is to save off lesbian bed death. I think women have this sort of like peaks of desire, and they're very like hard to overlap at the same time. And so while we don't schedule sex, there is a level of like, we've got to do it. Like, this is the good for the relationship a lot of times. And then other times is the most natural, fun, organic, easy thing. But we've been together for 9 years now. And like, she's so horny all the time. She's obsessed with my body. She's constantly touching it. She's constantly, and I'm going, get the fuck off of me. We have different drives.
Yeah.
And so I think I learned to like give into sex first, and then she's learned more how to let the flirting and the emotional side come first. Like, we've both had to meet.
Give into sex didn't feel great to hear.
So sorry. So sorry.
What do you mean by give into sex?
Like the idea for me is that you start with flirtation and like excitement, but after you've been with someone for a while, for me personally, I don't think it's for everyone, you have to sometimes do sex first and then get into it as it's happening. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I understand what you mean. Yeah,
yes.
like order of PEMDAS.
PEMDAS, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to sort of decide that sex is happening, and you have to go with that decision. And then eventually, in the first, it just takes a little bit, and then you're like, I fucking love this. I forgot that I was having a great time with this. Your brain just, I don't know what that is. I think your brain wants to continue in the inertia of like your day. I think women's brains can be very like, what's the next thing? What's the, like, what do I need to work on? Or what does the house need? What does my mom need? And I think Rachel's brain is very much like clitorally focused.
Say that.
She wants to come.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could come.
Yeah.
I could come.
Yeah, Rachel, that's my boy.
Yeah, she is. She's a horn dog. Okay. This woman is like, literally, I have to like shoot her like little fucking looks like, shut the fuck up, because she's like talking about my tits in front of me to our friends. I go,
Rachel, stop.
Stop.
Those are my tits.
I kind of like it a little.
Yeah.
I like it a little. But I do have to.
You guys never did open, right?
No.
You've always been monog.
We've talked about this a little bit of like the door is open, but neither of us walks through it really.
Yeah.
We sometimes I think just don't like, this is great. Let's not add more complications and variables to it.
Yeah.
But I also don't find anyone that I want to make out with and have sex with a lot. So
really,
yeah, I don't see them.
Sex,
very
I
often.
understand. Sex, if I'm in a situation, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I am falling in love with them or in love with them, Sex, I'm kind of like, whatever. Maybe I'd have sex with someone else if the opportunity, if I was like away for a long time or something, I'd get horny. I also don't care if my partner sleeps with other people that much these days. But making out, I'm always wanting to make out with someone new.
Oh, making out is delightful.
I'm going to cry because
Making out is incredible.
making out with someone new, ooh.
The sort of like tickle of the throat. Sometimes I feel like there's a thing like just coming out of my tongue, just going, kiss me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
Don't fight that. I like making out with someone new. It's one of the best things that ever happens to me.
Have you made out with a girl like in the last 5-6 years? When was the last time you made out with a girl? I didn't finish that question, but you know.
The last time I made out with a girl, no.
No.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been I'm not a I will say I have a lot of friends that are, well, I think just maybe more fun and more progressive or advanced than I am. Like it feels like they're correct that they're like making out is like a fun, like if I'm making out, it's because it's like a sexual thing to me.
You want it to lead one thing to another.
It doesn't have to lead one thing to another. I'm quite happy to just make out sometimes, but I only want to do it with people that I'm like sexually attracted to. I have friends that are like, oh my God, I'll make out with my friends just for something to do at the bar or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really my vibe.
I don't do that either.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I totally understand what you mean. There has to be an electric feeling.
Yes, exactly.
The kiss has to feel spicy
Exactly.
in some way. Yeah, I
it
feel
feels
that.
like making out with a friend. Like I've done it inadvertently. I wasn't doing it to make out with a friend. I've tried making out with a friend that I thought maybe there would be a spark with. And when there's not that spark of like, we might fuck, we could fuck, we both want to fuck, who knows if we will fuck. When that spark isn't there, it just feels like making out with someone at work, like acting or on camera or something, where it's like, oh, it's like this just isn't the same. There's some like spirit of making out removed from it. But I'm like, now we're just touching faces.
Yeah. It could be any other body part as well. It might feel the same.
Totally. I think it's cool though when people are like that. I wish I got joy. If I could get the same feeling from just making out with a friend, God, my life would be so easy.
Yeah. When you walk into a party, do you like scan a room and do you go, who can I make out with here? Like, what's when you walk in, what is your like prime directive?
Not really. I'm not going out with the intention. Usually I'm usually going out for two reasons. Either I'm going out to have fun with my friends and feel alive, and I really want to be out, or more often, I'm going out of some sort of obligation that I need to be out. I have some reason I have to be at this thing. I told someone I would be there, whatever. It's funny. We've been to a couple parties this month for the movie. And I every time have said, I'm staying for 45 minutes, doing my obligation and going home. And then I have fun. I stay out for 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, I'm not really ever walking into a bar or a party being like, who is it here? But when it happens, it's so great.
It is. I definitely don't scan for that, but I am doing little tastes and bites of who's fun here.
Yeah.
Who's interesting here? Who's going to say something crazy to me that's going to be fun and entertaining to hang out with?
Yeah.
And then I am, at times, when I'm in that mode, last night, dropping people like flies too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I can be a little cutthroat at a party that I'm trying to have fun at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm moving on.
I got to move on from this conversation.
I'm moving on.
Yeah. I got hit. Well, listen, they might listen to this, but I got hit with a couple of duds. I'm so sorry if you were at this party.
It's okay. I've been the dud.
Sorry. Yes,
we've all been the dud.
We've all been the dud.
Sometimes everyone has to play the dud.
Thank you, Caleb, for this perspective. We've all been the dud.
We've all been the dud. It's okay.
And last night, they were not on their best. Like, they were not the shiniest that they've ever been.
I have felt myself at parties. I have felt myself in a conversation being like, this person deserves to be talking to someone better right now. I'm not on right now.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm looking around the room. I'm going, there's more on people in here. I'm talking to somebody who's on right now.
Yeah.
And I release them. I go, you go talk to someone who's on.
That's your power too. That's strong to hold on to someone when you're not at your best.
Tonight I'm the dud.
Is a torturous thing to do to someone.
Yes.
It is. Let them go.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. Release them.
Release them.
Release them.
And if their eyes are glazed over,
release them.
That's why it's so nice when you're around people where you don't feel like you have to host anything.
Yeah.
Where you don't feel like you have to make it fun. Other people make it fun too.
Yeah.
And you can volley. And that is, I feel like all of my bones just settle. I go, oh, thank God.
I know, it's electric.
It's electric. And that was me at the party last night.
You were in it last night.
I was so in it. Oh, something else that happened. Somebody made a delicious shepherd's pie that was passed around because she hates cakes. So no cakes were allowed.
I think I'm getting mad again.
She was so hardcore about not wanting a cake. And so they passed around a delicious shepherd's pie with a joint lit at the top of it.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back, unfortunately.
I kind of am now just
I hate
rage
that
baiting
brought me
you.
back, but that brought me back.
Oh my God. Do you ever have moments at parties where you need to take little breaks? Like you'll go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, be quiet?
100%. I'll go to the bathroom and I will just stand in the bathroom sometimes and
I
do
need
this.
cold. Yes. I sat in the little back like stair area. You know how like Chicago houses have that like enclosed stairs going up the back of homes. And I sat there by myself and a woman walked out and she saw my face. She went, oh, I'll come back later.
Yes.
I'll be back.
God bless that.
She read that sign.
God bless the person who sees you having a moment and lets you have it.
And just goes,
amen.
Get out. You do whatever you need to do.
Let the church hear it. That is so beautiful.
Yeah. You just need to regulate. You need to calm down. Nothing like a silent moment. In cold, I can't be hot and have a silent moment. That's like, that's a prison. That's a hell.
One of the most exciting things that ever happens to me in my entire life is when I'm in a hot space feeling overstimulated and I can step out to a cold outside and be quiet. And I need that.
You have to have it.
Because when I go back in there, I'm back at work.
I'm back at work.
I'm going to service those people.
When I went back into the party after that, what I would call a 10-minute sort of like sensory deprivation chamber in the back of the house, I walked back in, killed.
Yes.
Killed.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, I will say, and not to talk about this every single time we're together.
Yeah.
No chairs in that house.
God damn it.
Not a chair in that fucking house I could sit in.
And I knew there was something about the crafting in the shepherd's pie that did let me know it wasn't going to be a comfy seat house.
Bananas, not a comfy seat house.
I want to tell thin people, I'm going to try not to cry.
Yeah.
Thin people, I'm going to try not to cry when I say this to you.
Yeah.
Thin people.
Thin people.
When you're buying seats for your home, I want you to think of the fattest person you've ever seen.
Thank you.
I want you to think of the fattest, biggest, chunkiest motherfucker you've ever encountered. And I want you to think, if I had them over, would they enjoy this seat? And if the answer is no, I'd like you to skip it, thin people. Thin people, if you can hear me. Thin people, if you can hear me right now, thin people.
They can.
Thin
you
people.
have a lot of thin fans, I feel.
I do, and it's concerning because they are small. And thin people, your seats aren't working.
No.
And I'm not changing.
No.
I'm not going to lose weight to come over.
No.
You need to get different chairs.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. Your little mid-century fucking furniture that you purchased, it's a hazard to me. I will break your beautiful things.
Mid-mod?
It doesn't mid-mod.
More like, good God. I got to get the fuck out of here.
She had their dining room table was so cute. It was a bench that has the seats attached to the table, so you can't move the bench out in order to sit. So you literally have to be a certain diameter to fit it. Anyways,
antique. More like I think I'm gonna break this fucking thing.
Have you ever broken a chair?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding?
That's how I got my strength. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Not by physically breaking a chair, but the dignity that you have to have.
Yeah.
Coming back up after breaking a chair
to get yourself
in
up
front of a group of people.
Yes.
Is the
like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Pulling yourself out of the rubble.
Absolutely. Just a hand first, and then you come out ash driven.
When you
face covered in ash.
As a fat person, when you break a chair in front of other people, the way you have to roll off the wreckage.
Because you can't get straight back up, baby. You can't get straight back up.
The way you have to roll off the wreckage onto your elbows and knees, and then begin to ply like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You have to pry yourself off the ground.
Slapping away the hands of helpers.
Touch me.
Don't fucking touch me.
Like Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump.
Absolutely don't touch me.
On New Year's Eve when he wants to put himself back in his chair. You have to get yourself up. Oh, it's humiliating. But then you stand tall.
You said, I can go through anything.
Yes.
I can do anything. Absolutely, it is invigorating to fall off a chair, come back out, break it, and then just be you again.
To stand in the rubble of the chair that you broke with just by having a body that you put on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to look around and go, everyone sit with this.
Yeah, and to watch the apologists.
Yes.
To watch them all feel bad.
Yes, and to
they
watch.
Said we should have thought of this, and I go, yes, you should have.
And to watch the chair owner, and if it's a good chair owner.
If it's a good chair owner.
To watch the chair owner go, oh, there was something already kind of off with that chair.
And there's already a little screw
and you know,
loose and
where you
wobbly.
go, when I sat down on it, it felt fine.
It felt good.
There was nothing off with the chair when I touched it.
Yeah, no, I've broke out. One, there is a succession of chairs that are terrible for fat people. Number one in my mind is the Bad Bunny Puerto Rican chair, the Latino chair. It's the plastic white chair with the Corona brand on the back of it that you see. Oh, that's
so interesting. I didn't think of that as a Latino chair.
Oh, well, that's...
I thought of that as a white trash chair.
Oh, that's so...
Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
And you, we're not so different.
We're not so different. That's so beautiful. This is
why is Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny uses it?
It's the cover of his album. Is that chair? And as soon as I saw it, I said, "This man is fat phobic."
Yeah,
and very beautiful and good at what he does.
I don't care what his. I need to see. I need to be with him.
You need to be his body.
I need to see with
that
him
Calvin
about
Klein
some stuff.
Motherfucking
so
ad with the little tattoos, his little facial hair.
You know what sucks about me?
What now?
Guys like okay.
Yeah, go off.
I'm gonna be sick.
Wait, what? Okay.
Straight guys, and I'm not saying he's straight. I'm just saying straight guys. I don't know if he's straight. Straight guys who think they've got it going on. They usually do with me. Do you know what I mean? Like when straight guys have like little tiny tattoos and wear like a fucking keychain on their belt loop.
Oh,
and like unfortunately, like when they leave the house and they're like, I'm fine shit. Unfortunately, I usually agree.
They get you.
And that's stupid of me.
Yeah, but it's like, were you the kind of the person that like liked the main jock guy, like the main football player, or like
not
a really
exclusively,
confident?
but yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's like I was liking other things as well, but yes, I was sometimes into that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
It's the confidence, and I believe it. I believe it with them.
Yeah.
Yes, Bad Bunny is a real, I feel a trickle on my neck with that one.
Also, I'm just gonna say it. A lot of the sport, like when I was developing crushes for the first time in my life, a lot of the sporty guys were nicer than like the theater kids.
You're so fucking right.
The theater kids were mean as fuck. I would talk to the theater kids and be like, I've never heard someone talk like this. I was like, I feel in my soul that I should be connected with you, but I've never heard such a hateful and beautifully like put together string of words.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm kind of missing hanging out with the football guys right now because they're stupid, but they're nice.
Like more in their bodies, you know? They're more just about the experience of sort of goofily walking around and touching things.
Yeah.
Theater kids are thinking too hard about every single fucking little thing. And I'm describing myself, by the way.
Hello.
Also, Rachel is, in this case, she is the experiential body jock, and I'm the theater kid.
Yeah, Rachel's
this is our relationship. Yeah.
Rachel's like truly showing love by like fixing your friends' transmissions and shit, and you're like sitting in the house analyzing.
Oh, absolutely! I got mad at her the other day because she was going to help a friend on a car. I go, "What about our car? What about our fucking broken car?"
She's like, "This is your friend, babe."
It is. It's true.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, the holidays are almost here, and if you still have names on your list, don't panic. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. You'll discover presents that feel meaningful and personal, never rushed or last minute. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high-quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, so every gift feels special and thoughtfully chosen. They have all kinds of amazing and unique things on their website, one of which is their acoustic frog amplifying phone speaker. It's a little frog-shaped thing that makes your speaker louder. That's something I've never seen before. Pretty cool. Maybe I'll get it for a special friend of mine to spread. Chance, do you want this frog speaker? Why did you write this? Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. From moms and dads to kids and teens. From book lovers and sports fans to foodies, mixologists, and gardeners. You'll find unforgettable gifts that are anything but ordinary. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 back to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. Hey, Oh, that's really likable. I like that you guys do that, Uncommon Goods. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/so-true. That's uncommongoods.com/so-true for 15% off. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. Folks, I say it all the time. Aura Frames is the answer to every holiday gifting moment. Yeah, I can't stop saying that. Who wouldn't want the gift of seeing their loved ones smiling every single day? Never struggle again to find the perfect holiday gift. The great thing about giving an Aura frame as a gift is it just makes the whole process so easy because they cross all the boxes. You want something thoughtful? Aura frames. You want something functional? Aura frames. Something timeless? Stop me if you've heard this before. Aura frames. They give you access to unlimited free photos and videos. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. And to once again make things easier for you this holiday season, every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. Don't wait. Win the holidays. I'm always trying to win the holidays. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off of Aura's best-selling Carver Matte Frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code SOTRUE at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code SOTRUE. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
I think you can be a little, I wouldn't say more stupid, but like you can engage with the world in a lovely, sort of like open, easy way. It doesn't always have to be a criticism, not in a bad way, but just a sort of decryption of every little fucking interaction and every little thing, you know?
Yeah.
But we've reached a lull in the conversation. Are you feeling it right now? Like,
Do you
where do
think
we
we
go
have?
from here? Well, I just thought, what's next?
That's so interesting. I was thinking
Yeah.
in my head, what do you think is the best and worst thing about you? That's what was
About
going on in
me?
my head.
Oh
If
my
about
God,
yourself.
About myself.
Yeah.
The best and worst thing about me. It's a really good question.
Because I only think of good things when I think of you.
That's so sweet. That's
based
so
on my
wonderful.
deep love for you.
I'll start with best because, yeah. It's just the #1 good thing. Let's start with that one.
Because that one's fun to answer.
That was fun to answer.
And the other part sucks.
The other one, we'll see if we get to it. We'll see
Yeah.
if I can like sort of prolong
Let's
that
both
one
do
for a
best
little while.
and then see if we get back to worst.
Yeah, see if we get back
Do you know
to
what's
it.
funny about me?
Oh,
Speaking of worst things about you,
yeah.
not about you, about worst things about me.
Okay.
Sometimes I can't help but when I picture people criticizing me,
Mhm.
I can't help but to imagine that they had caveats. Have I said this on here before? Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I wonder if that person doesn't like me, and I'll be like, what would they say if they didn't like me? And then I'll imagine them saying like, he's so annoying, but he is funny.
So it's like the worst thing comes with still
Like I
positive.
imagine caveats sometimes when I imagine people criticizing me. That I'm like, they would be right to say that I am annoying, but I think they would have to admit that I am fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or I'll like, sometimes my brain will just naturally create caveats.
Yeah, you want an out.
My brain needs
Well,
it.
there's no absolutes. You're not always bad. You're not always good.
Well, and
but,
I think it's because I think it comes from a place of even the people I dislike the most in the world, I do caveats for them.
Oh yeah.
I go, and not even in my own brain, I go like, God, that person is such a fucking asshole. But credit to them, they are a good painter, you know, or whatever the thing is.
Whatever the thing. Yeah,
I do that.
I totally do that too. I definitely. I was just not to brand, but I was just reading a nun's book.
Okay.
Helen Prejean's
Thank you.
Book.
Yes.
And
She the prison abolitionist?
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring up prison abolition right now,
No,
but
this is good.
all that to say is that if the worst fucking dude who's a fucking murderer and that she has found a way to unconditionally love that person, I go, okay, what can I bring about that in my life? How can I look at an asshole and be like, okay, I know why you're an asshole. The explanation helps. We don't need to hang out, but I see your value as a person.
Oof, that's hard.
It's so hard. Especially now, it's so fucking hard to look at people and think of like what you love about them when you hate them and they seem to hate you.
Yeah.
But the best thing about me, just to really move through to that, I think I'm someone who is very inclusive. I really want to bring people close, and I desire that intimacy with everyone, and I'm not afraid to go for it with people that I meet, with friends, with friends. I'm a pursuer of intimacy and care and love, and I love that about myself. And I think the friends that I have come to me in a lot of different ways, saying how much they appreciate that closeness that I almost like demand of people that are in my life. It's like, I want to know everything about you. I want to know everything, like what you're thinking about, little things and big things. And I pursue it like rabidly. It's where I get all of my energy, is that.
I think that's true about you.
Yeah. Oh, that's very,
I think that's
you.
deeply true about you. I think that's a beautiful one.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that about myself. And then I would say maybe my worst quality.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay, wow.
No, we're going.
Oh, okay, wow.
I love talking about myself, so this question is perfect. I would say that the worst part of myself is I can be, on the other side of the coin, very judgmental and critical.
Wow.
And that sometimes I can take away the joy of moments by criticizing things through the lens of my insecurity, my lack of knowledge, my desire to feel better about myself.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I can tear shit down in my brain and in my heart because I'm not feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
So, and I have to quiet that voice down quite often. And it affects people negatively in my life, that criticism and that
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that about you very often.
Well, I hide it so well.
I know.
I hide
well,
it
that's nice
good.
that the worst thing about you being like a bad day scenario rather than a constant through line is a nice thing. That means you're doing good work. That means that you're you're establishing, you know your stuff and you're like working on it and doing good.
Yeah. And I don't I don't know if you had this, but for many years thought I was terrible and a bad person. And
really,
I spent probably until like maybe 27 really thinking the worst of myself. Like I was, it was peaks of like sort of delusional charisma, and then couldn't back it up with any real substance of friendship. It was really hard. People would really like me when they first met me, and then the relationship would peak at the beginning, and eventually every single one of those friendships would. It was like they would get to know me, and it was harder to be my friend.
Why was that?
You know, I was a big liar and a thief, and yes,
all of my lying and stealing, of course.
Yes. I was a big liar, a big sinner.
Yeah.
No, I was a big I think just toxic ass, full toxic bitch. You know, and it was also mired in a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
In a lot of dictatorship over my friendships, and it was. Until I was probably about 27 or 28, truly thieving and making excuses for it, babes.
You stopped stealing.
Oh, I stopped stealing. I think there was a little klepto style stuff going on, you know?
I want to ask though, how did you, I'm sure there are people listening to this that are relating to at least some piece of this. I don't know about the lying and the thieving, but how did you, I think more broadly, like you identified that your relationships weren't going the way you wanted them to.
Yeah.
Then you did probably the harder part, which is I think many people can identify like, life kind of isn't going the way I'd like it to go.
Mm-hmm.
Then you did the harder part of identifying your role in it, which is one of the hardest parts of self-improvement and happiness, is realizing that you have a shared creation in every dynamic you're a part of, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. You're not a victim. You are playing a role in every dynamic that you're in, whether it's allowing bad behavior or participating in bad behavior. So you recognized your role in it, and then you made a change. Was there a person that said something to you, or a thing you read, or what happened that helped you change the behavior that was making you unhappy? Do you know?
Oh yeah. I was.
Is it really dark and deep? And
no, it's not dark and deep. It's not dark and deep. My friend James, who I love so much. He had this amp at my house, and I couldn't pay my rent, and I sold his amp. And took the money and paid my rent.
Yeah.
And it caused a ripple effect in my friend group at that time. People that were very close to me, and all of them were like, "Hey, we just can't abide by this behavior.
Yeah.
We're done." And so
they're right, that sucks. Yeah.
And so I lost my entire kind of close circle of friends in that moment at 27, 28. And they sort of created a lot of boundaries around me, and it was barbed wire boundaries too. It wasn't just like, you can't come around. It was like, get the fuck away, you
Yeah.
know? And that really, you're alone in in a room, and, who do you call? Your mom. You know what I mean? You call your fucking mom because it's the only fucking person in your life that is going to still talk to you at that point.
Yeah.
And so I called my mom, and she really honed in on this thing that I really have taken very seriously ever since, which is like the forgive yourself and then you can move on.
Yeah.
Like, and I always got stuck. The wheels got stuck in the forgiving myself part. God, this is so self-helpy, Caleb. But like, truly,
No, I doubt it.
now I fuck up. I go, I forgive myself. You fucked up. Move forward. You can make amends from that point on. If you stick around and you're like, I did this thing and it was so fucked up, like, of course you're going to think about it and figure out what your part in it was, but don't let that get in the way of like actually making amends with people and changing things.
Yeah.
I find that if you get too stuck in the like, I'm a fuck up and I'm bad.
Yeah.
That was the shift. It's like, actually, I'm not bad. I forgive myself even if no one else does.
Yeah.
And that really started a whole new era of my life. That was so much fucking fun.
Look, your sexual and reproductive health decisions like abortion, whoa, this one always sneaks up on me, belong to you. Not some unqualified lawmakers, not some anti-abortion rights organization, and not some transphobic group. As the nation's leading provider of sexual and reproductive health care and sex education, Planned Parenthood is committed to serving people from all walks of life, no exceptions. But the attacks on our health care and our basic rights, they just don't stop. But you know what else doesn't stop? Planned Parenthood. Every year, Planned Parenthood health centers provide over 9 million services to more than 2 million patients. They give patients STI testing and treatments, Pap tests, breast exams, birth control, HPV vaccines, and more, aka essential, super important health care. Despite serious threats to sexual health and reproductive care, Planned Parenthood never abandons their commitment to care. And together, with people like you and me, they can fight every day to build the future we deserve. One where everyone can get the care they need, no matter who they are or where they live. Supporters like you power this work. Donate to Planned Parenthood now at PlannedParenthood.org/defend. Remember that doctor's appointment you were supposed to make a while ago? You sick that one you meant to book, but you got sidetracked and completely forgot about it until now. You know, that dentist appointment for your biannual cleaning, overdue annual checkup that's been 3 years in the making, dermatologist appointment for that rash that's been looking a little off. Ugh. Why not book it today? ZocDoc makes it easy to find the right doctor right now, and it's all online. You'll probably be able to book an appointment before the end of this ad. You probably will. It's a long one. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click instantly to book an appointment. With ZocDoc, you can book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, or are a good fit for any medical needs you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings. Choose a time slot that works for you and click to instantly book a visit. Boy, if I was ever in the market for a new primary care doctor or any other type of healthcare provider, ZocDoc would be the first place I would go. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments, you sicko. Go to ZocDoc.com/SoTrue to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Well, you have such beautiful, deep, rich, varied friendships in your life now.
Absolutely.
So it obviously worked. I think the thing you're talking about, though, of am I a good person, am I a bad person? I think about this a lot with am I a happy person or not, etc. The line of thinking of am I X, Y, or Z type of person is, to me, inherently negative. I don't really worry about if I'm a good or bad person. I worry about if I am doing good or bad. Like sometimes we will all do bad, and sometimes we will all be mean, and sometimes we'll all be negative, and sometimes we'll all be critical or selfish or whatever. Those behaviors occur naturally, like in human life.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you are behaving selfishly on a Monday. Doesn't mean that every day thenceforward that you are a selfish person, capital ASP. It just, you were selfish on Monday. And I don't know, the focus on, I think shifting the focus on from what type of person am I to how am I behaving is way better. because it allows you to be like, oh, I was kind of bad yesterday, or I've noticed that lately I've shown up in X way in my friendships or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Oh, and to have a lovely friend who calls you and goes like, "Hey, I noticed you've been interrupting me a lot lately." I had a friend call me about that
Really?
like a couple months ago.
Oh my God.
She was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I feel like you've been interrupting me a lot lately." She goes, "I'm not mad or anything. I just want to let you know it's happened 4 or 5 times."
Yeah.
And that's it. I just have that for you.
I'm six
hate that?
1/2 dozen the other on that because
Okay.
did you feel like you were interrupting them a lot? Do you feel like it was based in truth?
Yeah, there was something going on between us
Great.
that, like, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like she was just talking to talk.
Yeah.
Talking to talk,
Yeah.
talking just to say stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I feel like people are just like wanting to hear their own voice a lot,
Yeah.
and I told this to her, I'll be like, let me redirect this a little bit. And this is my organizational skills and benevolent manipulation. I could probably stop doing that. I don't need to do that all the time.
The reason that bumps me is because I think always you're welcome to voice any relationship I have in my life. I would welcome someone voicing their concern. I just have been in friendships sometimes that I've had to like not cut off, but like slow down or pull the brakes on a little bit, that like I just won't engage in like constant evaluation and criticism. And so sometimes those things I'm like I feel like you've been cutting me off a lot lately. It's totally fine if I'm doing that. And if I recognize the behavior is true, I'm happy to hear it and we'll change course. But sometimes I've been friends with people that are so therapized and so critical and constantly evaluating that I'm like, you're not wrong. But if it comes up all the time, I'm going to eventually get the vibe that we just aren't a fit. Like there are just certain times that I'm like, I don't want to hear from you anymore about your little evaluations and criticisms of our dynamic. At a certain point, you might just not like talking to me and we should stop doing it so much.
Yeah.
Like not every relationship is worth so much work.
That's such a hard thing to learn too, because we right now, especially, I think, are taught like preserve the friendship, keep moving, move through stuff, work through stuff. And it's like, actually, you just have a nicer time if we hang out less.
To a point.
Less.
There are some relationships, I think there are relationships, you'll identify them. You'll know what they are in your heart. There's no hard and fast rule, which is why I would never be like, don't tell me I'm interrupting you. Sometimes it's nice to hear those things. And I have friendships, and like Holmes and I are very honest with each other. And Holmes is the type of relationship that I've had for long enough and has been beautiful enough, and we've been through enough that anything Holmes says to me about my behavior, I'm going to listen. But then there are more like tertiary friendships that I'm like, damn, the last like 6 times we've talked, you've had some weird gripe about our dynamic. And whether it's valid or not, I just think we need to spend less time together.
Yeah.
Like maybe we're just not a match. And that is so fucking fine.
It's so fine. Have you been able to say that to people and them react positively?
I've done it both ways. Like there have been times where I've naturally put distance between a relationship and we've kind of tapered off a little bit, and I haven't put words to it because they haven't asked. And I feel like sometimes that's generosity. Like sometimes it's like,
it's your little white lie. It's a different version of that, of like the distance can be enough.
You don't want to hear
have
about it. Also, I don't owe you a thesis on why we're not talking as much lately. Everyone's busy and we're adults. Anytime someone asks, I will tell. If someone's like, hey, I feel like there's distance, I will absolutely be like, yes, I'm putting distance because you've been on my nerves. And every time we talk, I feel like it's a criticism and I'm just really not feeling it. And so that's what it is. And I've distanced friendships and been like, hey, I just really think we're not on the same page. And it almost really never spawns from a criticism of our dynamic. It almost always is a recurring thing that I'm like, I'm not really digging the energy lately. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I would say, by the way, maybe this has happened 6 times in my life.
Yeah,
Like,
not
really
that much. Yeah.
This doesn't come up a lot.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It doesn't come up too much. I feel like I've gotten good at being like, I'm going to take a little step. You're a dinner friend. You're not a come over to my house and hang out friend.
Yeah.
You're a hang out with a group of people friend. You're not a one-on-one friend. It's so fucking cool, though, to know the difference, because I feel like you can get along with so many more people and enjoy so many more people by keeping them at the right sort of like distance.
And also there's a real art and importance, I think, to learning who you should be taking notes from.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I don't need notes from everybody.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear what everyone thinks of my art or behavior or work or attitude or disposition. Not everyone's notes are valuable.
Yeah.
Like there just are people that I meet and we get into, like we're in a work relationship or a friendship or a romantic like entanglement. And sometimes you hear the note and you go like, oh, I actually don't need to hear notes from you because I actually don't like the way that you're moving. Or I don't think that your notes are valid. I think about this a lot more in
This
a work
is helping
context.
me so much
Is
right
it?
now. Oh, direct hit, bitch.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
We've made contact?
We've made contact. It is like vibrating inside of me right now. And it's literally, I'm going, I know what to do about this particular situation I'm going through. 100, very helpful.
Well, you think about it. Why would every note from every person be valuable? Would you let a stranger on the street tell you about yourself? Like,
no.
every note is not valuable.
Although they do.
They do, of course.
Strangers love to say a little thing to me sometimes.
Same.
Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's mean. Sometimes it's nice,
Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's mean.
Yeah. I go, I don't need your opinion, but thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing
sir.
it.
Thank you for sharing that.
I think it comes up more for me in a work context where I'm like, sometimes people want to give you notes that I'm like, well, you haven't made anything that I love.
So why?
So I actually don't want to hear from you about my work. And there's zero malice in that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're doing something different than I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take notes from somebody who hasn't made something that I love, because in what world would that make sense?
Mm-mm.
And I think sometimes when you're a nice person or you're a kind person, we want to be like, we want to hear everything with an open heart and keep the heart open. But sometimes openness means letting a thing in and letting it walk around for a second and then releasing it.
Yeah.
Openness doesn't mean that you hang on to anything that anyone says to you.
Yeah, I think that, when I said the thing that I like about myself, the intimacy piece, is that, and the inclusivity piece, my like DNA, my brain waves are like, want to be open to everyone. I want to let people in because that's how I sort through, like who can be close. But I do think that there is a level of like exhaustion that comes from that, like desire and from letting people in that way. And I'm very much, what do you think? What do you need? What do you want? And it causes me trouble, of course.
Yeah.
Not big trouble, but a little bit of trouble.
Well, that's the other thing is like, I don't know, my life is pretty, not big trouble, but a little trouble is
That's
the
how I
story
feel.
of my stuff where I'm like, my life is pretty cool. My relationships are like in really good places.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly don't have conflict. God, in my early 20s, I had some friendships that I really had to let go. Like those 6 people are all pretty much from my early 20s.
Yeah.
That like, I just had really turbulent relationships. And now I'm at a place in my life where I'm like, that was crazy. I actually don't have turbulence in my life like that.
If there is a level of turbulence or discomfort in my life, it's like, because I don't have it that often, it's like a fucking light focus on the discomfort and the problem. And it becomes like, I go, why is that happening? And I have to figure it out and try to push it away, or try to solve it really. But I feel the same way.
See, that's interesting because my work life and my love life and my family life and my friend life, pretty much mostly cool. Like I really don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of like huge conflicts or crazy mess. So I do sometimes feel myself getting sucked into a small thing and getting really upset about it.
Yes.
And I have to stop myself and go like, wait, this actually isn't that big of a deal. And I'm kind of giving it more weight than it needs to.
Yeah.
And like, actually everything's pretty okay and I can relax.
Yeah.
But I have a tendency to get like, it's almost like you want to be invested in something. You're like,
drama is like fuels us.
Yeah.
A little bit of drama when I'm drama dry.
Yeah.
I will lock onto that shit and try to.
You feel yourself on your 7th phone call to a friend about it, and you're like, I'm not getting anything from this.
That is how you know it's too much.
Yeah.
You go, wow, I've talked about this 5 fucking times in the last like 3 days.
Yeah.
But that is a way of you're exercising the problem. You're just like framing it over and over and over and over again until you get fucking tired of yourself, and then it gets removed from the dock.
Well, there's an interesting thing when you're retelling drama. The first like 3 or 4 people you talk to about it, you're finding the beats.
You're finding the beats, babe.
You're like finding the beats where you're like, okay, that part needed to go a little later, and the reveal will seem crazier if I do it this way. And then like the 5th or 6th person you talk to about it, you go like, I found the story.
Yeah.
I know what the drama is.
Yes. And you know what the most fascinating emotional parts of it are.
Yes.
You know who's the villain, but also you have caveats for the villain.
Yeah, caveats for the villain. That's always important.
Caveats for the villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've made yourself the most reasonable character in the drama.
Yes. But you admit to some
But you admit
fault
to your fault in the drama because you know that.
That's right, baby. That's how you become.
Found
that's it.
the way to tell the story.
God,
and
it's
then
sickening.
if you stop right there, if you stop and let it go and move on, or go to the person, or if you stop right there, life is good. On the 7th or 8th retell, when you've already nailed the story, you've already figured out your feelings about it, there's nothing else to really discuss.
You're telling the same person again.
Yeah.
You're telling one person, and that person is on the other end of it, just
yeah,
like just taking it,
Yeah.
you gotta stop.
That's when you ideally you stop before that, but if
Yeah.
you catch yourself there, then it's like you really got to move on.
Yeah, and if
I've
you
told
write
friends
it, it
that.
only takes like 1 or 2 times, which
Yeah.
is sickening too.
Yeah.
It's like, just write it.
Yeah.
But I'm
I've
a
definitely
talker.
told friends I can't talk about this anymore.
Oh yeah, me too.
I've said, hey, I'm so sorry. I don't want to hear about that conflict anymore.
I can't hear about
That's
it's
crazy.
over.
Your coworker sounds like a bitch. I'm done hearing about it.
Yes.
I love you to death. I did my part. I nodded so emphatically through the first telling. On the 5th one, we're gonna have to do solutions or move on.
They find little colors, little flavors though in the
And it
5th
is
telling. They're
interesting.
still not landing on the story. is
But I
what's
need
going
to
on.
move on.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself, are you good at knowing if you're talking too much? Do you ever find yourself in that situation?
I don't think that's one of my problems.
Mhm.
I have problems, but I don't think that I don't think that me talking too much is usually one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do, sir. I have talked too much, but I think I'm pretty good at asking questions and moving on.
Yeah.
At least I hope so, because it's one of my biggest pet peeves.
When other people talk too much.
When somebody is on like I'll say 23rd minute of a story that should have been 6 minutes,
Brother.
I feel myself being like, right. and anyway, what's everyone's favorite color? Like, I'm like, let's get the fuck off of this.
It's the redirect.
Yes.
You have to redirect because you are counting the beats in the room and you know it's been talked about for too fucking long.
And I'm like, the craziest thing to me is I'm like, how are you not feeling?
How are you
That person
not
checked their phone 3
feeling?
times. That person just went to the bathroom even though they were in there 10 minutes ago.
It's the eyes glazed over at the party. Release them.
Release
Let them. Release them, baby.
We're releasing them.
We're releasing you.
The power of release.
The power of it let you. Yeah, but again, the caveat.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time I talked too much.
Oh yeah.
The last time I watched someone's eyes glaze over when I was talking. I don't know if I can place it. When was it? Did I have? I know. I remember this.
I don't know why I'm thinking. I'm going. When was it?
When did he do it? I remember this sensation sometime in the last 2 months. I remember I had the sensation of saying something that didn't go over and feeling embarrassed.
Mm,
But I can't remember what it was. But that's a nice thing about my brain.
yeah.
My brain will move on.
Oh yeah. My brain.
I've trained
moves on,
myself
too.
to be like, that didn't happen.
Do you do that little thing where you kind of you kind of trail off right at the end, or do you go, I'm fucking losing them, but
It
I'm
depends
going
on if I've
deep
walked in. Because a lot of times what will happen is you realize you're in a circle of 7 and you realize you've lost 6 of them, but you find the one person
and
who
then you will hone in
and you
on
go
that
like,
one.
But anyway, and you're like, and so then they're your target.
Oh my God. Okay. This happened to me recently.
Yeah.
And okay, I was in a group of 7 or 8 people.
Yeah.
And there were 2 very powerful speakers who did not want to stop speaking.
I remember you talking
Okay.
about this. Yeah.
And I want to tell you this because this is so stupid, but these 2 people would then realize that neither of them were going to stop talking, right? And so they would each individually attach to the person closest to them and continue speaking, creating what I can only call a fractal of division, in which now half of the group is talking, is holding court with this person, and the other half of the group is holding court with this person, essentially. And I'm observing the entire thing happen, going, I just want to be together, guys. And I keep trying to push the 2 groups together. They were too powerful.
Yeah.
They were too powerful, and they did not notice that they were doing it over and over and over again.
And you know what? Can I say? I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
That sounds like they had a beautiful evening.
They had a great time.
I bet they went to bed feeling like, what a night.
What a beautiful evening.
Isn't that nice?
It is. Well, I do think delusion is correct. And there are ways in which you and I are delusional, and we don't totally know about it yet, and
Yes.
I can't wait to find out.
I know that I'm delusional.
Oh, it's part of life.
And by the way, I know that I'm annoying.
Yeah.
You think I don't know that I'm annoying?
Oh, annoying.
Of course I'm annoying. Listen
Mhm.
to me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But it's awesome the way that I'm annoying.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful type of annoying.
It's gorgeous.
No, I am annoying. I'm happy to be annoying, though. I'm fine with it. Because if the alternative is being bored, like, I do need to remind myself sometimes that when people are annoyed with me, I'm like, only boring people are, like, unobjectionable all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a boring person.
Mm-mm.
I would rather be annoying.
Yeah.
That's my take about me.
That's really beautiful.
The best thing about myself is that I am loyal. I think that's maybe my
I'm
favorite
so sorry
thing
I
about
didn't
myself.
ask it back. Thank
You
you,
don't
for
have to.
offering.
I'm giving it because I felt bad for asking you and you being the only one who answered.
I've touched your hand so many times. I just feel very close to you today.
Today?
Yes. I mean, yeah, especially.
Say it today. Okay.
Stop it.
Beautiful. I like that I'm loyal. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's something nice about me. I feel like I really give people chances.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to a fault sometimes, but I like it. I wouldn't change it. And then my least favorite thing about myself, there are a couple, or maybe the most difficult thing about myself. I'm rigid about what I like. Things need to be my way.
Oh, wait, that's one of mine too.
I know. Well, you and I have a lot of the
off.
same ones.
Ooh.
Things need to be my way. And it's tough because it was really good for me at my job. I have taste. And so it really works for me at work. Sometimes not for you guys, but shout out.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But things that I make work because I know how I want them. But then it carries into other aspects of my life where I'm like, I really could be less rigid. And I'll feel myself being rigid, and I'll feel myself being like wanting things my way and being annoyed that it's not going exactly my way. And I'll feel myself in it being like, God, you're being annoying right now. And I can't stop. I'm like, I don't care. It should have gone my way.
But you also, there is this thing, right? Which is that you're right a lot. And I'm right a lot. Listen, we can't fucking help it.
Chance is shaking.
It's disgusting.
Thank you so much for coming back.
This has been so true.
I think we gotta go.
It's disgusting that we're right a lot. And
but
I
you know
hate
what? Yes, I do identify as someone who's right a lot.
It's the most annoying thing in the world.
But I will say it's not that important to be right all the time.
Agreed.
And I need to relax.
Yeah.
Like, here's the deal. Sometimes when you're right, you could also just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And Caleb has to internalize that note.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you are right and you also could shut the fuck up.
I have absolutely am in an era right now where I'm not giving feedback to people about even sometimes when they ask me.
Really?
I'm going opt out.
Really?
I'm opting out because the energy that I can't spend it on that.
Yeah.
They're going to learn that lesson on their own. Eventually, they will get there, and maybe another person will help them. Today, it won't be me.
Do you know what I feel like in this conversation?
Oh, what?
Did you ever see, I talk about this a lot. Did you ever see that clip of Maya Angelou and Oprah Winfrey in pajamas in bed together? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? There's a clip of Maya Angelou and Oprah Winfrey wearing pajamas.
I know exactly what you're talking
in bed
about.
together. And it's that clip, if you've ever seen it, where Maya Angelou goes, when people show you who they are, believe them. And Oprah goes, believe them. And they're like being so girls at a sleepover in the most beautiful way. And sometimes when I'm really locked in with a friend, I feel that way.
Yeah.
And that's us right now.
I love that.
We're in PJs in the bed.
We're in PJs in the bed.
And it's, by the way, that conversation is beautiful. If anyone hasn't heard it, you should go listen to it. But they're like that moment between them is so awesome and electric. And you really feel like they're locked in. And that's how I feel with you today.
That's how I feel with you.
Oh, what's so true to you?
Lesbians can say
Thank you. Thank you.
We can say it. We can say it's the funniest fucking word in the dictionary.
Yes, you can.
It's the greatest word that's ever existed. Lesbians can say we've done a lot for you guys.
Yes.
We were, okay.
You guys were the
80s,
AIDS
we were
nurse.
at the
Yes,
hospital. We
you
were
were
the
at the
nurses, bitch. We
hospitals.
could say
Yes,
okay?
you were at the hospitals.
Who do you think made the quilt?
Yes.
We made the quilt. The
Lesbians
lesbians
were
made
at
the
the
quilt.
hospitals and made the
okay?
quilt. Yes.
We've done a lot for you guys. We are the
Yes.
emotional backbone
Yes.
of all of it. We can say
You
okay?
can say it.
We can
We're bleeping
say
all
it.
of these, of course, but
As
yes.
you have to be pure of heart to say a slur now.
Yes.
That is how I feel.
Yes.
If you're going to say a slur, it has to come up like from a place of pureness of heart. And
Yes.
I am pure at heart and I'm allowed to say
You
and
are.
I can see those little gay boys' eyes twitching when I say it.
No.
Okay. And I say, take it.
Do you know how warm?
Take it.
Do you know how warm I feel when I hear you say the F slur? It warms me. And by the way, I'm not going to stop doing it even if you say no. But do you mind that I say the D slur?
I would love for you
Thank
to.
you.
It is a beautiful word. It's been retooken.
I love
it's
saying
been
it.
taken.
Queer people. Here's what I want to say to queer people.
Go off. Tell them.
Queer people. Listen up.
Uh-huh. We talked to thin people earlier. Now it's queer
Thin people, we talk to you. Now queer people. We are supposed to be making fun of each other. The other people are not supposed to be making fun of us. We're supposed to kill them when straight people make fun of us, we're supposed to kill them. When we make fun of each other, that is what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
That is what queerness is. I'm like a little tired of these Tinder queers
The preciousness
who
is
can't hear a
exhausting.
single thing about themselves.
No.
They're like, the way that you invalidated, shut up. I'm going to do it again. Shut up. Like, I love you. I want to
you.
grab these Tinder queers by the face and I want to say, I love you. And that's why I'm doing this. I am seeing you,
Let's have a
and
little
I'm making
fun.
fun of your outfit because I love you.
That's
and
right.
I want you
By
to
the
do the
way,
same thing
the
to
first
me.
thing you said was to me when I walked in the room, wow, I've never seen you in clashing patterns before. Dunk!
It's all you wear.
I fucking know.
It's all you wear, and I love that about you. That's a love.
It's a love, and I never feel more seen than when somebody is roasting me well.
If I walked
Never.
into a room and you said, and you called me, and you were like, "Hey, here comes this fat," I would be like, "Oh God, it's so good to be back with my friends."
Ah,
I would feel
yeah.
so seen by that, and it feels like an ancestral communion with queer people before us.
it really is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I have a game for you.
Yeah, hit it.
Maybe. By the way, maybe my favorite So True of all time that you just did.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
That was beautiful. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna read you 15 statements, Hoja.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we're looking for a sponsor for this segment. If any brands out there
If
want to
any
contact
brands
us,
out there,
we're considering branding the True False segment. And why?
I love that.
Because I have a mortgage. Okay, I'm going to read you 15 statements.
I'm ready.
You're going to tell me as quickly as you can, Hoja, if what I just said is true or false. And if you
Okay.
get 10 or more correct, we are going to give you $50 US.
oh my God, okay, amazing. I could use that.
And imagine if I had said, like, we're going to give you a Hyundai Sonata. You know, that could
I
be a
actually
good
do
branding.
need a Hyundai Sonata.
You do?
I really do. Yeah.
Hyundai, reach out. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
The main character in The Land Before Time's name is Littlefoot.
True.
True. Gordon Ramsay was born in Scotland.
True.
True. The microwave oven was invented in 1845.
False.
False, it was 1945. Friendster is older than MySpace.
True.
True. Pringle is a Greek word for tube.
No.
False. The movie 8 Mile is 3 hours long.
False.
False, an hour and 50 minutes. Houston was once the capital of Texas.
False.
True. The Chicago River, the first one you miss is a Houston
I know, and I'm
question?
literally from Houston. I'm so sorry,
Oh
boys.
my
I love you
God.
guys so much.
The Chicago River is longer than the Missouri River.
False.
False. You don't actually need a stamp to mail a letter.
False.
False. 6 vice presidents have been from Illinois.
Truth.
False. Nancy Pelosi has been to every continent.
False.
False. Burger King was originally called Insta Burger King.
False.
True. Lemons float, but limes sink.
True.
Are you sure?
False.
It's true. Anne Hathaway's mother invented the Bowflex machine.
False.
False. The longest English word is 189,819 letters long.
False.
True. How'd she do? Wow.
Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata
come to
coming
my
to your
life.
driveway.
Hyundai Sonata.
Say that.
I
Say that.
have a wife. That's
Say
the only
that.
thing I
No,
could
that
think
was
of that rhyme.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Oha, we just love you so much.
I love you back.
I think we've done a podcast, my love.
We've done it. Thank you guys for having me.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you and how they can support you?
Yeah, you can find me at Hoja Lopez on Instagram. HOJALOPEZ.
I think it's Aloha, right?
I changed it.
What?
because-
You changed the handle?
Stop! You're calling me out.
No, I thought you were just saying your name, but you changed the
No,
handle.
I changed the handle because I'm not a Pacific Islander.
Right.
I have no claim on Aloha.
This is sending shockwaves.
It's sending shockwave. I've had it since I was 19 years old,
Yeah.
and literally 2 months ago, I changed it to at Hoja Lopez.
Oha, we love you so much. Thank you for doing
I
it.
love you, Angel. Touch my hand again.
Ciao, Bella.
Love you.
Ciao, Bella, my love.
Bye.
We would
Thank
make
you,
beautiful
guys.
babies together.
Oh, I've told you this.
Yeah. Let's end it here and talk about it off camera.
That was a Headgum podcast.